survive my radius. I keep
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. As it'll be the Ravens of Mexico City taking on the Texans of San Antonio. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he's going to get this one to a 23-yard line.
Wow, just one snap there, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed the offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Chark the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a short gain here down to the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangwu. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 4. Solid run there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And Stroud now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And, oh, he pushed it off to the left. That is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Jackson. Short throw to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 52 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Chark the motion man right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. Steps away to his left. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
That's complete to Dell. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 14-yard line. Nice run. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
This is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Up the middle, Nwangu. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kendrick Pryor, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Stays on his feet. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Ready, set.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On the give is Nwangu. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose we go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Final play of the half. Stroud eluding the pressure right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu to about the 33-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Buying time to his left. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. It's taken to the 26. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring it in. And going to the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Now Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't hook it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Another run now for Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Stroud working out of the gun. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Second and 11 now. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play when they make up save points on the board when this drive is over.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flowers going to go in motion right. Jackson looking to throw on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now Stroud. And that's going to be taken in by Austin Dooley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run with Nwangu, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the 1st down if they can. It's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Dobbins running out of the gun. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackle just on the other side of midfield. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Texans will settle for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass. But that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive